everyone, this is Emma Karn, and today we're going to be doing a review of a game that's currently in early access on Steam called Parkitect. Parkitect is a fun little amusement park building game, and if you like building games, I think this is one that you're really going to enjoy. Immediately, the thing I noticed about this game is there's very little in the way of help. You kind of have to feel your way through the game. Not that that's difficult, but like this water feature here that I added in my quick little example park that I built took me quite a while to figure out how to do this. But once I did, it's really not that difficult. I'll give you a quick example. Say we want to put in a river. You just click the terraformer down here, go up to the raise lower, pick a spot, and if you push the mouse forward, terrain goes up. If you push it back towards you, terrain will go down. Just slowly move over, we'll make that deep. And if you just flip over to the water, you just go in there, move your mouse forward till the water gets to the level you want. Simple little water feature. You can make ponds, rivers, whatever you want, and it's a nice little way to add something to your park. The graphics in this game are really nice. I really like them. They kind of have a cartoony, fun feel to them. They're very colorful, as you can see. Even the concession stands that are all pre-built are fantastic. This water log roller coaster is a pre-built ride. You just go into your ride setting down here, click on coasters, and some of them have blueprints, some of them do not. For instance, the steel coaster, if you click on it, you can load the blueprint, and you've got the blue surge, lightning loop, and mantis. All you do is click load, find somewhere in your park you want to put it, and click it in, and then all you have to do is attach it with paths. It's just that simple. You have a wide variety of rides, from simple carousels up to the ever-popular swinging ship to Wipeout. You can put in miniature railways, monorails, suspended monorails, roller coasters, a bobsled coaster, which is kind of fun. So you can make a park with whatever you want, however you want. So let's take a quick second and just drop a ride in so I can show you the ride mechanics. Let's pick a G-Lock. We'll just stick it over here. You drop your ride down. Then the next thing you do is have to put in the entrances and exits. They need to be connected with a path. This ride defaults to $3. You can go in and either raise it 10 cents at a time, or you can go in and put your own pricing. Then click it open. You can test it, mark it testing, and see how it does. Click it open, and the ride's ready to go once you attach a path to it so your guests can get to it. It's just that easy to get these rides going. Same thing with that's a utility building. They only have one, an employee rest area. Say we wanted to add a tea stand, and we'll stick that here. You just stick it in. You just hold down your left mouse button and you can point it different directions. Actually, I'm going to hide it behind a bench here. That's probably not a good idea. You'll notice this little symbol. If you click on it, it'll tell you you don't have any inventory. You're out of stock. But you can go in and set your prices. It tells you what your cost per item is. In this case, it's $1.50. So I think $2.50 is going to be a good price for a bubble tea. And that's the only thing it sells. And that will sit there like that until you put stock in it. The employee interface is really easy to use. You have janitors, haulers, mechanics, security, and entertainers. So hauler, you just hire a hauler. You'll have a new one that'll drop in at the bottom who is unassigned to a zone. But any hauler will that's unassigned will take care of any building that needs help. Once your buildings are in place, like my balloon stand over here, when it runs out of stock, the haulers will automatically go and restock it. So let's see. If you zoom in, all the guests are kind of unique. They're very kind of simple, almost Lego looking characters. But they get the job done. This little dinosaur guy is one of your entertainers. They help increase your happiness of your park. And you can see how tired they are, anything about them. He's just wandering around doing his thing. And that's fine. If you go back into your terraformer, you can set your park up into zones. Currently, I have my park in 7 zones. And I assign mechanics to fix the rides to each zone, janitors to keep the park clean. The staff management is fairly easy. You can make it as elaborate or as simple as you want. Just hire them and put them in and they'll wander around, they'll do their things. Or you can zone it out to make sure that your park operates. Your rides get fixed quickly, your resupply is done. Like, see, we just found out our double Ferris wheel over here is broken. But I've got a mechanic assigned to that. They'll go do the maintenance and it'll be back up. The settings in this, you've got your general settings. Right now it's set to metric. You can also set it to imperial for those of us in the United States. It will run in the background, so you can set this up and just let it run to let the money stack up. You got the usual sliders to set your music. The only thing about this is there's no master. So you have to set these all individually. You can't just set a master to set the volume up and down, which is, I think, something they should consider adding. You've got your controls, which is the only place you can tell what does what. So you can toggle X to turn the UI on and off. Open the park utility window with F2. Pause the game with 0. Change height, snap to grid, rotate objects with the space key. Q and E rotates the camera, but this is how you figure that out. There's no other help. Graphics, set it to full screen. You can set your resolution. It'll detect it. Very basic, and this is going to have some mod support. I haven't looked for or played with any mods yet, but that is that's okay. Down here, you can kind of see the status of your park. Right now, we're running at a $12,000 deficit. We have negative $46,000 in cash, and if you just hover over, it'll show you the September and October stats. I bought a roller coaster, put in the castle, put in this big roller coaster that we didn't have the money for. This is your number of guests that have visited. And if you mouse over this green bar, it'll tell you the happiness factor of your guests and some other information. Their rating of their experience, the prices, the cleanliness. Having to wait, and then you'll get comments. Having to wade through piles of trash is really disgusting. I wouldn't mind paying a bit more. That just gives you some feedback that help you guide the running of your park. You have some visualizations that'll show you the grid, the underground structure, because you can put tunnels underground, hide the scenery, hide paths, which I'm not real sure why you'd want to do that, hide attractions, and then you can do a visualization. See, there's a lot of trash there, so apparently the janitor's not doing real well. Some trash issues there, and that's all right. If you click the information button, you can go through and change the prices on your rides, the prices in your various concessions. Like, I can click balloons, and it'll let me go and let's raise balloon price by $0.05. You can look at your staff, reassign them to new zones, just show you what they're doing. And staff, like Aaron Griffin, is heading for the teacups. Nice thing I like is you can look at your guests and figure out what they're doing. comments. I want to go to teacups, comments on the rides, things they liked. I'm not paying that much to ride the teacup, so maybe your ride price is a little high. They bought a sun visor, a park map, a ticket, and they've got $35 on them. This shows you everything they've done. And their hungry, their happiness, and whether it's going up or down, and whether they have any special traits. So the management of your guest here is really quite simple, very nice. I honestly can't find too many things wrong with this game. For an early access game, it's currently in Alpha 2A. There's work that needs to be done on this game, obviously. But I think they've got a really solid start. Right now, the current price on Steam is $17.99, or your local equivalent, which I don't think is really too bad for this game. It does come with some pre-done parks. This is obviously a very simple park. This is what I did to test the game out, play with different features. But let's load one of the parks that come with it. Let's do Southern Highlands. This is February. This is a new park. It's only in year 1. This is one of the example parks that is with the game, and it shows you what you can do with the scenery and different things. I mean, they've put in a lot of scenery here. Rides in different places. Roller coasters. A lot of nice water features here. Looks like they've raised some area and put a rock on top. Bridges. So you can really do some very nice parks with this. And it's visually very good. So that's pretty much the basics. The only thing I've got left to show you is the pathing. You can have regular paths. These are queues. You can build queue lines for your rides. There's paths you can put in that only park employees will use, which I think is a nice little feature that allows you to put paths maybe around the outside of the park for them to bring supplies into the food stands without going through the park guests. That's not what I wanted. There's blueprints that indoor food court, outdoor food cart, nature walk, a garden plaza park, a castle. And you can also create your own blueprints to use with this. And then there's a paintbrush that'll let you do some basic painting stuff if you want to change the look and feel. The last thing I want to show you is the deco. You've got a lot of choices. Flowers, plants, potted plants. You can have large props like a water tower, topiaries of various sorts, cornices, and then you also have things like benches to put in, lamps, trash bins, large trash bins for your guests to put their garbage in. So there's a lot of ways to set up this park to make it really run. And this park, for being 1 month old, is running pretty well. You've got a lot of people love the prices, the happiness, cleanliness. The janitors are doing a good job. So if this is the kind of game for you, if you like building things or designing parks, then definitely give this a look on Steam and give it a try. Like I said, it is in early access. So at this point, you are helping to fund the development as the game goes forward. If you don't like the whole early access thing, then maybe give it a little bit of time. But I can say I give this a solid recommendation for just a fun game, low stress to play, and I think you really enjoy it. Folks, thanks for taking a look at this review. I look forward to any comments you may leave, any experiences that you have with the game. And I look forward to seeing you in my next review. Folks, take care of yourself and have fun playing whatever it is you play.